Yes.
You saw Life of Pi. How was Life of Pi? Was it delicious?
Wow, dude. Please. Basically, Life of Pi was kind of the general plot is Pi and his family are on a ship from India to Canada. They're moving from one place to the other with their zoo animals that they've been owning for the last so many years. But they hit a storm, ship sinks, and Pi and a few animals end up in a lifeboat, basically the only survivors of this sinking ship, sort of a mini Noah's Ark thing going on. And the main bulk of the story kind of deals with their struggle for survival. And as a young boy, Pi's kind of his hobby is religion. And he basically becomes a devout Christian, Muslim, Hindu. And while on this little Pacific Ocean saga that he's on, he kind of begins to question his faith, and pretty much as I think just about anybody would. While the movie's got the potential to be a kind of a overblown phone booth type movie where how long can you make a movie for just when you got the whole setting is in a little tight space like a life raft, so to speak. The primary story basically involves a boy and a tiger that's trapped in his boat for, like I say, 2/3 of the movie. But it does a good job of bouncing back and forth from the current to the past, since basically it's a narrative story told by an older Pi who's describing his story to this novelist. So as far as the acting, the kid that plays Pi might get some recognition around Golden Globe or Oscar time. I don't think he'll be a household name anytime soon. Mm-hmm. I mean, that said, he really did a kind of a fantastic job kind of portraying the evolution, so to speak, and growth from this kind of curious kid to this spiritually aware adult, so to speak, like I said, kind of in a spiritual way. The 3D in this movie is absolutely phenomenal. It's probably one of the better 3D movies this year. A couple of the parts kind of make me jump, because it really kind of felt like it was coming out at the screen. And as far as the use of color in this was absolutely beautiful. I mean, it was almost like one of those cartoons like Finding Nemo. It was just that beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. And the CGI with the animals was spot on. Very believable. I mean, you really kind of felt like this guy and his tiger were just right there with each other. So.
Is it more a visual movie than it is a really story-driven movie?
It really is. It really is. It's worth going to see just to see the pretty pictures. It is a pretty picture movie. Like I said, kind of while the visuals are very beautiful, the acting is pretty much above par. I really wasn't particularly moved too much by it. I did kind of notice there was a lot of talk about this movie's great. I was really, anybody that's any curious at all about religion should really see this. I don't know if that's necessarily, the truth. It's an Ang Lee movie. Mm-hmm. To me, it's just another bad Ang Lee movie.
It sounds like you liked it.
I did. I liked it more than I didn't like it. It's going to get a lot of Oscar talk for a few things, especially special effects. But I think it'll probably get nominated for Movie of the Year, Best Movie, probably Best Director, and I would imagine Best Male Actor. But I don't think it's really worthy of all that. I think it's one of those, it gets nominated by default just for the subject matter, the director, and how much it costs to make.
Okay, I gotcha.
So it is a little bit emotional.
Did you cry?
There is an odd twist in the movie that it really just kind of took me out of the movie. It's kind of like, you didn't need this in the movie. Why did you even go here? It makes no sense. It's got nothing to do with the rest of the movie. But I mean, all that said, it is worth seeing in 3D. And out of the $10, I'd give it a 6.5.
That's fair enough.
It's like I say, it is one of those that for every good thing I can say about it, there is something bad. But I kind of lean towards the good in this one because it is a stunning movie to watch. And the 3D is absolutely phenomenal.
You are not selling me, sir. I do not want to pay for pretty pictures and nothing involving.
Sounds like one that I'd like to see on Blu-ray, maybe. But
I still have no desire to see it. And Brian makes it sound exactly for the reasons that I thought. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, it's one of those. I was hoping for more. I just didn't get it. All that said, it is entertaining. It is very beautiful. I just wouldn't rush out to see it.
Okay.
They should reprint the posters. Quote, I liked it more than I didn't like it. Brian Williams.
It's just enough to kind of edge the needle to the right a little bit more than to the left. That's all.
Okay. That's fair enough.